Hi, welcome to this video where I will show you that or prove you that Apache Spark will reprocess the file with the same name after this timestamp, this threshold passes. So at the beginning in my example, I'm creating a background process that will continuously run, and every 3 seconds will create a file with this name that will have an auto-incremented number in the content. And later I will use this auto-incremented number to print it on the console. Also, I'm defining this maxFileAge property that is used in this method to remove all files already saw by the source from the in-memory tracking map, which is used to avoid to process the same file multiple times. And as you can see, it's used in isNewFile method, where we compare timestamp, which is the last modification time of the file, with the last patch timestamp, which is computed as the most recent modification time seen in the processing, minus maxH milliseconds attribute. And every added entries to the map will be removed. Older than this timestamp will be removed. And I'm added here a logger just to notify myself, just to be notified about this fact. So I will now start this code, and you will see that for the first, let's say 30 seconds or the first executions, despite the fact of defining this value to 5 seconds, even though we recreate this file 1.txt, it won't be reprocessed. And I will show you that, show you later why. So I will also open my console. And as you can see, the data is written. And yes, we got the first file. I just wanted to check the logs, but it's not necessary anymore. And you can see that a new file was created. And despite the fact of recreating this file, Apache Spark didn't move forward. And the reason for that is very straightforward, because if you check this isNewFile method, is called here where Apache Spark resolves the offsets. So the offsets are very simple to understand in the case of Apache Kafka source, but for the files, in fact, the offsets are the files to process. And as you can see, we fetch all files in the directory. So here Apache Spark will retrieve one file, and later we'll eventually split this sequence according to the maxFileBatch property, and at the end add all new files to the map of already processed files and execute the purge. The purge where it changes the timestamp. But as you can see here, since we executed only one file, timestamp didn't change, and also the map wasn't cleaned. So in the map there is always a file with the 1.txt. So now, in order to change that, I will have to, I can maybe add 0. I will need to create a new file that will be integrated by Apache Spark, and that will make this purge method happen, and that it will make it execute. And it should happen very soon. And as you can see, yes, we removed the file 1 from the map, and now normally this file number 1 should be included once again with this value number 43. So it's a little bit tricky example, because obviously when you will process data on production, you will not have a single file to process, just to show you this little bit this tricky mechanism, and also the fact that if the file is recreated with the same name after this purge delay, it will be integrated in Apache Spark as usual because of this cleanup mechanism of the internal map of already processed files. It was Bartosz Konieczny from waitingforcode.com. Thanks for watching.